actually never made this. I feel like I'm running out of time. The day has gone by so fast. What are your thoughts?
Welcome to
RonRon. Good morning. Today we are doing 24-hour cooking challenge. But not just any 24-hour cooking challenge. Aaron's made me Filipino food in the past for 24 hours. It's my turn to make Aaron Mexican food. If you guys don't know, my mom was born in Mexico. My dad is white, so I grew up half Hispanic, half Latin. I grew up with hints of Mexican and Spanish culture in our cuisine weekly. I know a bit about the Latin cuisine, especially Mexican and Spanish. My grandma has more Spanish in her. My grandpa has more Mexican. He also had, I think his grandparents came from the Philippines, so that's where the Filipino side comes in.
Filipino.
I don't really know much about the Filipino culture. That's why Aaron is teaching me about all the cuisine and stuff. So you guys can go check out that video right here. But let's get started. It's morning time. I got all the ingredients for the day. So let me show you. One thing we are missing, and I need to go to the store to grab before I start this breakfast, is we're missing bolillo bread. I need that for my breakfast dish. It's something that my grandma makes. It's called molletes. It's with a bolillo bread, refried beans on it, and then you top it with some meat and cheese, and it's so good. Albertsons didn't have any, so we're gonna have to go find it. And Aaron's had this before, but I've never made it myself. So he's excited, I'm excited, but we gotta find the bolillo bread. We need bolillo bread. Okay, so going to try and find specific bread, bolillos, here at one of my favorite markets to go to, Vallarta.
Vallartas.
There's no S, it's just Vallarta.
Because I love it so much that it's plural.
They have the best marinated stuff here. Back from Vallarta, I got myself bolillo bread. I'm gonna cut these in half, and then we're gonna like top it with stuff, and that's gonna be our breakfast. We're getting a late start on breakfast today because I gotta go get all the ingredients. I'm making molletes with bolillo bread. You have to have bolillo bread, which is why we're a little bit late. I'm gonna cut these in half. I've actually never made this, so wish me luck. Okay, there we go. It's literally so easy. The thing that's hard is the prep. I've never made refried beans in my life, so that's why I just bought some. Molletes, you can top them with anything, but the main ingredients are going to be beans, cheese, and a meat. My grandma makes her refried beans from scratch. I've never in my life made refried beans from scratch. I hear that it takes a long time, like sometimes it's like an overnight process. Not about to do that for this video. It would have been exciting, but why do that when there's so many options already? I don't speak Spanish. That is one thing I kind of like wish I was better at, is like speaking Spanish. I can always learn. Because I grew up half, there wasn't really a need to learn Spanish because I grew up in Missouri and my dad was white. But every Sunday and like whenever I would see my grandparents, they would just speak to me and us in English. So I do kind of wish I would have learned how to speak Spanish, but at this point, can't really be mad. It's just how my life went. This is how I grew up eating them. For those of you who are watching and going, no, where's the chorizo? Where's all the meat? Where's blah, blah, blah? To each their own. This is how I ate it. Then we top it with cheese. I saw a video, someone put manchego cheese. I've had this a lot growing up, and it's just so yummy. Kind of like a pizza, if you think about it, like a Mexican pizza in a way. That's how Aaron's described it before, but it's not really a pizza. Here we are, good to go. We'll leave that in for like 5 minutes, and I'll check on it in a bit. Set a timer, and then we wait.
5 minutes later.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. We can go ahead and grab them if you want.
Meal number 1.
Oh yeah, breakfast! I typically love doing it with my grandma's salsa. Thankfully, I already had some pre-made salsa, or hot sauce. My grandma calls it hot sauce. Because it's not true salsa. It just makes things spicier, gives it a tomatoey, habanero flavor. I just want to taste test it first. See how I even did. Oh!
Is that good? Oh, or bad? Oh.
Oh, that's spicy. How is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
just finished the mayotes. Molletes. I'm going to give them an 8 out of 10.
Why?
I think they could have been cooked a little more. When your
I
grandma
think so
makes them,
too.
they get like very crunchy and a little burnt. And I love burnt.
Me too, but I was too hungry. I was like, it's fine. They're crispy.
Don't get me wrong, it was good, and my mouth is on fire. You did good. 8 out of 10 is really good. Good job.
Would you want me to make you this again?
Yes, this is the first time she's ever made this for me. I would like to see. I feel like I make more Filipino food than you make Mexican food. On to the next meal.
Next, we are going to make flautas. I don't know the difference between a flauta and a taquito. I think a taquito is a bit smaller and a flauta is a bit more flat. There's a pattern, the way that I grew up eating them, which is just like shredded chicken, tomatoes, onions, and then you deep fry them in like a little inch of oil, and then they turn out really crispy and really yummy. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is make the chicken mixture. Hey Google, why is it called a flauta and not a taquito?
Traditionally, flautas are made with flour tortillas, while taquitos are made with corn tortillas.
When I did this with the Filipino challenge, she was like, you didn't film yourself chopping. It's because our kitchen was so tiny that I couldn't find a place to make the everything work.
I have chopped up my tomatoes, I've chopped up onion. Maybe I'll show you guys later how to chop it with the chopper. But I'm going to saute the onions, throw in the tomatoes, and then kind of cook the chicken mixture all together so that way we get some really nice flavors.
How did I get so lucky to get a wife who can cook so well?
I feel like everything that I'm going to be cooking today and have cooked today has like these main ingredients, tomatoes and onion. I'm going to add the chicken, kind of get that all covered. Work smarter, not harder. Adding that chicken to this mix, oh wow, that is so nice. Now I got to prep the tortillas and then we got to roll them up. You can help me with this one or no?
Nope, you have to cook for 24 hours.
Okay, every Mexican household has to have this. And if you don't know what this is a tortilla warmer. It doesn't warm it up, but it keeps your tortillas warm. So I'm gonna be using this. In order to fry the tortillas, they at least have to be a little bit soft. You can either microwave them, or what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put them on the little pan, make them warm, stick them in here, and then we'll do some rolling and then frying, and then they're done. So let's warm some tortillas. I'm pretty much done. Here are your flautas.
Smell good.
Let's see. Hear that crunch? Oh yeah. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
So good.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Your salsa?
Yeah, you can top it with whatever you want. I know, I'm like almost out of my grandma's salsa.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Mmm.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Let me taste this one. Mine's kind of hot still. Oh my gosh, that is so good. You can't buy that in the frozen aisle. That's amazing.
All right, we're gonna eat, and we'll come back to you guys when it's dinner time. Oh, I'm gonna eat all of those.
Next thing we're going to make is I'm going to make some Spanish rice. This is my grandma's recipe, the way she makes it. I know that people make their Mexican Spanish rice very different, but this is how my grandma makes it. This is how I grew up eating it, and it's so good. I'm going to make it, and then I'm also going to make some soup. Erin hasn't been feeling that well. In the Mexican culture, Spanish culture, soup is very, very popular, especially to eat on days when it's even very hot. Today's not super cold. It's perfect soup weather. Let's get started. Soup and rice takes a lot of vegetable prep, so I've got a bunch of my vegetables right here. In the soup, our main ingredients are going to be carrots, zucchini, and potatoes. In the rice, we're going to use onion and tomatoes and rice. And then the biggest secret ingredient of both of those, or sweet sour. These are going to make it all taste very good. For the chicken soup, I'm just going to do chicken breast, chop it up, throw it in there, let it boil. Very easy, super healthy, so let's get started. Oh yeah! Look at that. My grandma got this for me from Mexico. It's a cleaning, cooking apron.
That's good.
Doesn't it?
Like the little inchworm.
Caterpillars.
Oh, caterpillars.
Excuse me, caterpillars. Fun, but there's just a lot of work that goes into it. I mean, look at that. That's perfectly cut tomatoes. All right, so now that we've got our tomatoes and carrots ready, I'm gonna start on the rice because the rice takes a bit. I'm gonna put some oil in there. I don't know if that's too much. That seems about right. Enough to coat the bottom of the pan. Then I'm gonna do a cup of rice. I don't think this is the correct rice. I don't have long grain white rice. So we're gonna turn this on. We're gonna throw the rice in there to get it brown and crispy. Let it like fry. Which I know might sound like weird, but you can always have extra. Why not? I see some brownie. You don't want to overdo it. Some people, for this recipe, instead of just using tomatoes, they'll do like a tomato paste, and that's what gives like the Spanish rice that orangish, reddish look to it. But I'm not going to do that. We're just going to do just normal tomatoes. That's a really good toasted color. Remember how it looked like before? I don't want it too dark. And now I'm going to add the tomato. Stir that. For now, I'm just gonna do a little tiny bit of the Norsuisa. Just a little bit. This is just really high in sodium. 2 of these half teaspoons. This is just really high in sodium. Don't wanna always be using it. Then we're done with the rice. Now on to the soup. I'm going to do carrots. Carrots and zucchini. I don't think I'm gonna make too much soup. Properly because I don't want to get raw chicken on this Band-Aid. The way I'm cutting. Oh, I touched it. I'm just gonna have to change this Band-Aid after. I feel like I'm running out of time. The day has gone by so fast. We ate breakfast pretty late in the day, so that's kind of my fault because I had to go get all the ingredients. Now that the chicken is boiling, I'm going to add the potatoes. Potatoes are going in. Oh, well, I kind of wanted that to be a bit more careful. All right, potatoes are in. Then I'll probably add some of the carrots too, because carrots take a bit to cook as well. Wait on the zucchini. Gotta wait for all the veggies to cook. The rice looks good too. It just got a little bit mushy, but I think it's because I put too much water, but it's okay. Trial and error is really my first go at ever trying to make my grandma's rice. So let's just hope that Aaron likes it. Let's throw in the zucchini now. All right, I ended up doing all the zucchini. I didn't mean to. Carrots, get a potato, and then we're going to add lime to it.
I will squeeze any lime for you, my love.
There is my chicken soup.
So how is it?
I actually think I did pretty good.
I think you did well too, and I haven't even tasted it yet. Okay, I'm gonna try chicken and rice.
It's good?
Mm-hmm.
You like it?
Mm-hmm. It's hot, but good.
Yeah.
Good job, Ronnie. You're doing great. You should have made this in the morning. This like just, oh, my headache's gone. I've had this stuff like in the back of my throat that I haven't been able to get rid of. And maybe it's just because it was hot soup, but it just went whoa.
There is something very healing about soup.
Yes, my sinuses are clear. My second bowl. Thank you so much for healing me.
So for dessert, I bought 2 of my favorite things that I'm gonna have Aaron try. And then I bought something that you're absolutely going to love.
Absolutely going to love?
Absolutely. The first thing we're going to have are obleas. Have you ever tried these? I think I made
there's
you try
something
them.
similar in the Philippines.
I don't know. I absolutely love these because small, first of all, and it's like caramel, but the outside is like this really milky wafer, and the way that it like melts on your like tongue, it's so good. I love it. It has this like little wafer texture with like caramel.
That's good, but it tastes like paper on the outside.
Next thing we're going to try is gansito. So this is what it looks like.
It's like a Twinkie.
Kind of. Here,
Chocolate
actually, I'll take that one. You take this one. Oh my gosh! So it has like a layer of jelly in it. I'll show you.
What? I thought I was supposed to buy it together. That was pretty good.
Oh, wow.
So is this the thing I'm supposed to go crazy about?
No.
I mean, it's still good. I don't know if I'll go crazy about it.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
What do you rate it?
It's about a 7. I'm curious, what is it I'm supposed to love?
Close your eyes.
One.
Have you open your eyes. 1, 2, 3.
Is this flan?
It's flan. I don't know how to make flan, but I got you food. I got it for you.
I love flan so
Flan
much.
is so good. Actually, I'm not the biggest fan of flan.
I love flan so much. That's like a 9.5 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, comment what we should do next. Let us know what you guys think, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.